Morning. Just wandering about here on the beach in Zanzibar. As you can see, it's a little bit crowded. A lot of people and a lot of jet skis and a lot of beach boys and all of that bad stuff you read about Zanzibar these days. Just gonna have to bear with me while I pick my way through the sand and rock pools here. These hats are available if you'd like one. Essential part of Zanzibar living. Just want to talk quickly, my 2 pence really. There's been, seems like every week or so now in the summer, there's been another bad migration crossing video coming out of Serengeti, or the last one was from Masai Mara in Kenya. And I think everybody knows that there's a lot of factors at play. Some bad actors, as it were, guides without training, companies not operating as they should, and all sorts of things, day trippers. And without wanting to go into too much detail about all of that, I think it's just something that we can all take responsibility for. Us as tour operators and guides, we have to choose what to do, who to work with, and how to behave. I think the authorities as well need to step up, start thinking about how they want tourism to look like in Tanzania. There's going to be some tough decisions that need to be made, and we need to put the animals front and center before we start to lose the thing that everybody's trying to go and see. Lots of factors are making it worse. Obviously, social media. These days you've got lots of people, just to bring it back round to the guests, trying to find the cheapest package online. There's lots of people trying to provide that, and obviously corners get cut in that situation. But so like I said, everyone can take responsibility. Just got myself a bit stuck here now, so excuse me while I figure a way out. But just to give you an example, just dropped off my lovely family from the States, an amazing 2-week safari, and our first stop was in Serengeti. We went down to the crossings on the first day, had a look at what was going on. Wasn't too many wildebeest around, but lots of cars, so we thought better of it. Went and had a nice breakfast and explored the river a little bit. And then the second day, we thought, you know what, we're just going to explore these beautiful Kuria hills around Lamai, Olakira area. And guess what? We found a black rhino. Now, for my money, a jillion times more rare than a crossing. We saw it with just 1 or 2 other vehicles, thanks to the knowledge and skill of our guides. Huge bull rhino wandering off across the beautiful landscape early in the morning, and it was just absolutely unreal. So that just shows you, if you don't follow the herd, go out and see what you can find yourselves, amazing things can happen. So we just need to think about these, over-tourism, concentration, social media, rules, and how all these things affect each other, and what we can all do about it. Perhaps rather than trying to call people out, make people look bad. Not really a huge fan of that. Let's think about what we can do to make the situation better. Similarly to that, after the Serengeti, as is my preferred route, and clues in the name, Kusini Safaris, it means south in Swahili. We went down to Ruaha and Nyerere National Park, formerly known as the Selous. And guess what? There was nobody there. It's the middle of the high season. we had the camps all to ourselves. And in Ruaha we started from the airstrip with a fantastic leopard, nobody else there, and we saw more lions than you can shake a stick at. Sat with some wonderful elephants and all sorts of other things in between, and we finished, went looking for a leopard in the evening, found a leopard. Leopard was hunting guinea fowls in the tree, up down the tree, walking around in between the vehicles in the magic golden hour light just before sunset, and it was as good as it can get. Just absolute magic, just us there, and in this incredible wilderness of Ruaha National Park. So my years doing this, I've always heard, you know, there's going to be tourism safaris spreading out, and we, you know, places like Ruaha and Nyerere are going to develop more. Hasn't happened yet. Obviously I must say sometimes I don't mind that, because, you know, I love being in these places by myself with my groups, but at the same time we do need to spread all of this attention and money out. It's no good concentrating it in Serengeti and Kilimanjaro, and the money needs to spread out, both the money coming in, the revenue, and so on. So what you can do is try and research these places, try and learn about them, and go to these more periphery places that you might not have heard of, okay? Because one, you're going to have an incredible time, and two, you're going to be doing a lot of good for the country and for those environments and for those animals. And similarly here in Zanzibar, you know, Zanzibar, yeah, sure, it's had a big boom after Corona, lots of development, lots of building going on, lots of new hotels, and there are beaches that are crowded, hotels that are not very good and crowded, commercialized, but there's other places you can go. You can go to Pemba, you can go to Mafia, you can go to the mainland coast, but also if you speak to people who know the area, who've got some experience, who've got good networks, they can send you to places like this where you can walk on the beach and the only people around are those guys digging in the sand way out there, and the dhows way out there, and there's not a soul in sight. It's quiet. All you can hear is the surf on the reef. Way out there you can see how shallow the water is here on Zanzibar. So it's your responsibility. Don't always just find the cheapest package out there. Try and look around, talk to people, ask them some questions. What do they know about it? Obviously I would say that as a small tour operator, it's hard for us to compete with the big guys, but we do tend to know what we're talking about. Okay, so let's just think about concentration, doing what everyone else does, and maybe just make your own journey, make your own route, and see where you end up.